Hi, guys. It's Jasmine Brooks in the Control Center tonight at CBS 21. This is 21 Next. If you're joining us on YouTube, I thank you so much. Tonight, we're talking about a really serious and important topic, sextortion. It led to a 13-year-old's death here locally. Maxine Rose joins us live on the road right now covering this story after hearing from the 13-year-old's family. It's basically a form of blackmail. So who is the victim? What is sextortion? And why has the DA decided to now investigate this as a homicide?
Yeah, so Jasmine, back in August, we reported that Levi Macheski, he was a 13-year-old boy, son of the head football coach at Shippensburg University. He died in August by suicide. Now we're at the point where the DA is calling this investigation a homicide. They're looking into it as a homicide because of the nature of this case, being that the family now says sextortion is involved. So explaining what sextortion is, you said blackmail. That's the word we're hearing now, modern day blackmail. It's happening online. So people can ask for certain things like sexually explicit, photos, messages, things like that, and threaten people. So whether that's threatening to show those pictures or messages to family, to friends, it could also mean, they're asking for money even. Or they're asking for gift cards, things like that. But it is a sort of threatening someone in an effort to really embarrass them and, humiliate them. And it is just,
once they get what they want, right, Maxine? Then they have
right.
that blackmail, those pictures, those texts, whatever it may be.
So awful.
And if they're not getting what they want, whether it be money or gift cards,
Yeah.
then that's where they are blackmailing them. And sometimes they know the people, but so many times, right, they don't. So
Right.
how do parents need to be aware of this? Like, what do we look for in our children? I know you talked to a child advocate tonight.
Yes. Yeah. So the Children's Advocacy Center, they talk to me about really having good conversations with your kids. They say, people have different signs. So you're going to notice some different behavioral changes in some people, but things like, they're becoming withdrawn or they're not being as active in the normal activity that they're usually doing. That's a good time to then check in and ask them, what's going on. She used the word digital literacy. I know a lot of the time you hop online, you're on social media, whatever your parents, you might think that your parents really aren't watching or are involved, but that's the key here is you need to be communicating with a trusted adult and on the other hand, the trusted adult also needs to sit down and kind of talk with them about safe ways to use social media and different platforms
And it's just that you never know who you're really talking to, right? And this is the perfect example. And, with Levi's case, this beautiful 13-year-old boy, it's getting so much attention because not only is he local here to us, but his father was a big-time football coach. So everybody kind of knows this family. But the truth is, this is very common. And while not all kids end up taking their own lives, it is still very much happening.
Yeah. Absolutely. This has taken, a huge hit in the Cumberland County community. A lot of outpouring of support, from this community, especially on the family's message that they're sending out, the warning that they sent out, just trying to tell people to stay vigilant and just be there for one another and pay attention because online can be a real scary place. That's for sure.
And the big news today with that family statement, again, I just want to mention again that the DA is investigating this as a homicide. And that's so important. Maxine, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
And now a brutal death we want to talk about, an update to this. A Philadelphia man has actually been charged in the death of an Adams Township man, but how he died is graphic. First, police say that he was stabbed and then his body was burned. Here's what we know. West Hills police say 25-year-old Deshane White Ferguson is accused of stabbing the 54-year-old man. His name is Barry Sr. Jr. Then he dumped his body, police say, and set it on fire. Officials say when that fire was put out, they discovered human remains. Investigators say the body, again, Barry Sr. Jr., was located over a guardrail. We know, again, he was burned after being dumped. Cambria County's coroner actually said that the victim suffered a, quote, very violent death. And we know he was stabbed, he was strangled, he was set on fire. Police say the driver initially identified themselves with a different name, but when they learned who he was, they arrested him. He is arraigned Friday via video on a variety of charges, including abuse of corpse. Meanwhile, we have a couple shooting some sexy videos, TikTok content. They're caught by a local couple who owns the property. This all according to police. Shots are fired, and it gets kind of crazy from there. A Mill Hall man actually facing charges for this one after allegedly filming some sexy TikToks with his partner out in the woods. But here's the deal. It was private property, state police say. He's 45. His name is Stephen Eo. He's facing charges of recklessly endangering another person, disorderly conduct, trespassing, the whole thing. It happened on Christmas Eve, the 24th of December. Charging documents say that he told investigators that they were filming sexy TikToks for her account. The couple that actually found them and owns the property are local, and they did not like it, right? They went, they confronted them allegedly. There was a pistol that was set off. We don't know if it was, fired in the air or towards the couple, but now this guy is definitely in trouble for all of this. And finally, we want to end with a little bit of a laugh. I mean, it's a smile. We love goats, right? We love all farm animals. We're speaking of the farm show anyway, right? Well, when you have a Christmas tree, of course, not an artificial, but a real one, and you want to get rid of it, talk to your local farm because these goats are doing just that. They are taking the Christmas trees and eating them. And once that's done, it will be turned into mulch. But what a great way. We know that, some animals enjoy things that we obviously don't digest. And Christmas trees is at the top of the list apparently during this season. And we definitely want to end with the weather because the farm show actually today, 12 to 9, the food court opened. It was a preview. People loved it, free parking. But we always say farm show snow, and yes, it snowed today. That means people who are leaving the farm show complex got hit with those slick roads and the sidewalks being slippery as well. We're looking into the weekend, and we're going to see some sun, but we're looking at those temperatures and wind even Sunday, 22 degrees for the low Saturday, 24 for the low on Sunday. But look at Monday. Tom Russell, our chief meteorologist here at CBS 21, says 2 to 4 inches is what he's thinking when it comes to snow. And because it is really that first serious snowfall, he's declaring it a weather watch day for your Monday. We'll be there live broadcasting Monday through Friday, 5 o'clock. So if you get the chance to go, please say hi. But the 7-day forecast is very cold. And that Weather Watch Day is something you want to keep an eye on. I'm Jasmine Brooks. Please subscribe to our channel so you can get all the news you need to know and give us a like. Thanks so much. This is CBS 21 Next.